Eva talking about skincare essentials for women over 40. Remember when you used to just wash your face with Cetaphil and put on some lip gloss and call it cute? I barely do either. So the older I get, the more steps I add to my skincare routine. So what I have for you today are my 6 absolute beauty must-haves. I could show you 60 products, but what you need for your skin and your skin issues is going to differ from what might work for me. So what I have for you are the 6 products that I think work for everybody. Starting with the scariest one first, the magnifying mirror. This particular one has suction on the back so I can stick it to my mirror when applying my makeup. But my 2 favorite ways to use this are 1, to assess my skin first thing in the morning before I've washed my face, before I've done anything. And that really lets me get a handle on how my wrinkles are doing, how my pores are doing, if I have any stray hairs anywhere that need plucking. It helps me see the state of my skin and determine what products I'm going to apply that day. My absolute favorite way to use the magnifying mirror is after I've applied my makeup. That lets me check my face really quickly to see if I have any concealer that's sunk into my fine lines, check how my pores are doing, and just give my makeup a once over to make sure everything is looking even and good. Now let's talk brow products. If everything on your face feels like it's sinking, let's keep the focus further up on a part of our face that is somewhat more immune to the effects of aging, your brows. A well-groomed brow really frames the eyes and frames the overall face, and it's nice to put the focus there rather than on areas where we may be looking slightly less cute than we would like to be. Now, what brow products you need depends on your brows and how you like them to look. Perhaps you just need a good pair of tweezers. These Tweezerman ones are great. Perhaps you need a brow gel. I find that I just need brow powder. This particular one is Anastasia's Powder Duo in Ash Blonde. It's 2 powder shades here, and I bought their brush as well, which is really handy. It's brush on one side, spoolie on the other, just for making sure that my brows are nicely groomed. Staying with the eyes, let's talk eye cream. I really recommend not just an eye cream, but a 360 eye cream, and all that means is that it's an eye cream that you apply both under and over your eyes. Applying eye cream on your lids will get rid of any dryness, and it also helps ward off that crepey skin look that none of us want. This particular one is from First Day Beauty. It's their Eye Duty Triple Remedy Overnight Balm. It's a really rich cream. It's fragrance-free, and I find that it melts into my skin really nicely. Really liking this product, and I will definitely repurchase them. My final eye product are these Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. They come in a package like this with 8 individual pouches that contain 2 eye gels each. So you just peel this off and apply it under your eyes. I really find that this helps with puffiness, which is a constant issue for me. As for whether it helps with wrinkles, I honestly don't use them enough to know. They're not cheap, but I think this is a really great product. I end up using this before special occasions, for example, and I find that it really works on my skin. Skin Iceland is another skincare brand that I highly recommend. Great products. Next, let's talk SPF. SPF is obviously important at all ages, but when you start seeing the effects of aging on your skin, you might be more inspired to use it. You might be saying, well, there's SPF in my primer or in my foundation, so I don't really need a separate product. But do you know how much SPF is in these products? You don't. Technically, a company could put 1 little droplet in their foundation and say, yep, that has SPF. So if you plan on spending any time out in the sun at all, I would highly recommend a separate SPF. I really like this one from La Roche-Posay. It is their Anthelios 50 Mineral Ultralight Sunscreen Fluid. This is paraben-free and good for sensitive skin. It's a physical sunscreen, so it sits on top of your skin, but it doesn't have that white cast that a lot of titanium dioxide, zinc oxide sunscreens has. It's a very light lotion, and it sinks into the skin quickly without too much of that white cast, so I don't have to put a ton of foundation on top of it to get rid of the white mask look. Now let's talk exfoliation. I mentioned in past videos how much I love my Clarisonic, but if you prefer a mechanical exfoliant or a chemical exfoliant, that's great. The point is, get rid of that dry, dull skin to brighten your skin, which will make it look more youthful. The other benefit of exfoliating your skin is that whatever lotions and potions you put on afterwards are going to sink into your skin and be much more effective. I'm going to add a bonus tip because this one is controversial, but I have to mention it, and that is a highlighter. Now, some people will tell you that you should avoid anything sparkly on your face when you hit a certain age, but I disagree. I think a subtle highlighter like this one from Kevin Aquan, this is Candlelight, just adds a subtle glow to the top of your cheekbone, and putting a glow and an emphasis here removes the attention from the fine lines right next to it. So I actually started using a highlighter after 40, didn't use one before that, and I really like the effect it has on my skin. I wouldn't use something super bright and super glittery, but a subtle glow like this is going to give you a nice sheen and again detract from any wrinkles you may have by moving the focus to another area of your face. So those are my tips. I would love to hear your favorite products for skin over 40. Thanks so much for watching.